3D printer. All these are 3D printed stuff. And if this research is successful, it is like imagining a DSLR camera on your fingertip.
that's great.
Yeah, so that's what that is. A Super K laser. So it is a class 4 laser which is very high power, and you can get different wavelengths.
Different weapons.
Different wavelengths.
Okay, wavelengths. This look like a great work going here.
Yeah. This is the normal reset, and this is where we have.
Okay.
And maybe you can see some micro stages and some circuits inside that. So they are building a machine to get some automatic printing there. Printing on micro scale.
Okay.
So basically it is a 3D printing, but on a scale which is like micro.
Very
nano.
small. Like
So, for inspection of the material that is.
So the readings of this will be displayed there.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all.
So like this looks so cool. Like.
Yeah, so this is again from a different project, and this is the printing setup basically. Some stage, this is some stage. Made up of the same material. Sub gallium on beryllium.
Yeah, so hey guys, welcome to this video, and this video is going to be very amazing because in this video we have PhD research student from Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, and his work mostly revolves around physics and exploring possibilities in photonic and electronics areas. So hi sir, welcome to this podcast.
Hello.
Yeah. Could you tell like what are your can you give your introduction?
Yeah. So my name is Renuraman Sahu, and I'm basically from Odisha, and I have done my masters. It is actually integrated masters, which includes a 5-year course, including the curriculum of the bachelor's as well as the masters from the National Institute of Science Education and Research in Bhubaneswar. My work was mostly on the liquid metal nanoparticles and how to use the photonic effect of those materials.
Yeah, like that's great. Like that's an ideal pathway that a student expect, like a aspiring researcher expect to his career to follow. Like I saw your bio. You achieved a gold medal from your NISER where you did your masters and achieved a PMRF research scholar. Yeah, so that's wonderful. In this video we are going to explore how AI and all will be going to converge in this fields like Indian sciences, like the pure sciences, and how we can help research to be better using these AI tools.
Yeah, so AI has been a very important part, and it has already been into the research. Like not by research I mean not the research of only about the AI, but AI as a tool that will help to do a better research. In terms of that, like what the tools that I have been using is there are quite a number of AI tools that I have used. For example, this ChatGPT is there, and Gemini by Google, and so on. There is something called Research Rabbit, and so there are quite a number of tools coming up. But the most important thing, the most important purpose for which I use the AI tool is making to finding out relevant research. Research which is related to my problem statement. So this helps in streamlining what is the exact problem statement I want to work on, and like which is the problem statement that would be beneficial if I start working on it. So like earlier, like before the AI, you had to go through quite a bunch of papers, and then you have to read them, identify, and then you have to classify those papers based on, okay, this is talking about this topic and so on. But now with AI, you can find, you can classify them easily. Okay, these are the bunch of papers.
Filtering is a bit easier.
Yeah. So the important tool which I use for that purpose is called Research Rabbit.
Yeah, there are some more to like AI to scholars. Basically, I tried it. Like you have to just tell your problem statement, and it will explore other research paper similar to that problem statement, and will extract the major findings from those papers, and it will give you a report kind of thing.
Okay.
Like that about that problem statement. What are the possible subtopics and which problem statement talked about what. Yeah, so like it has reduced a significant amount of time and made us more productive.
True. Yeah, but on top of that, I would also like to give the emphasis on the fact that AI is a tool, and tool can be, I mean, it can be used for good purpose, and like tools can cause accidents also, right? So you have to be careful while using AI tools, because like whatever they give, you have to verify them
Cross-check.
yourself. Cross-checking is really important. And for example, like we write papers, right? So it is a good advice, or it is a good practice to write the first draft of the paper yourself, and then you like make the language better, or like remove all the grammatical mistakes using the AI. So but the main information should be coming out from your hard work and your
Right.
like research.
Right.
So there's where like
Yeah,
the
that's where
human
the-
element
yeah,
should
yeah,
always
actually, yeah,
have
that's
to be
where
there.
like where we are creating something new there. Like that is where our thoughts are pitching in, and that is where some more possibilities are opening up.
Yeah, true.
Because-
That is what is like innovation. That is your innovation.
Yes,
you can say that,
exactly.
okay, you can claim that it is yours. Yeah.
Yeah, that is how like we are broadening the field and exploring the possibilities.
Yeah, and the role that AI is playing is to helping you. So AI is just a tool that helps you to do better research.
Exactly, right. To make you more productive and all.
Yeah.
Nice. So could you tell like what are your current problem statement that you are working on, and what are the challenges that you faced, and how do you overcome them?
Yeah. So I'll mostly tell about my PhD work only, because that's where I spent last
Sure.
around 3 to 4 years
Sure.
working on that particular problem. So the paper that we had published was about what is the reason of the particular structure that is forming when you deposit only liquid metal onto PDMS. Okay, and this structure is unique to liquid metal only. And what happens is, and so we get something called a structural color. Maybe I'll show you. It is not visible. It is there on top of.
Sure,
the-
like I will add a slide or something.
Yeah, so it is actually this. That is about. If you can see the color palettes, those are. So those are because those color palettes are because different nanostructures of gallium. So material is same, but you are getting different colors by virtue of different structure. Right. So that is what those are called structural colors. Okay, this is why you see the chameleon changing its color, right? Because there will be a nanostructure change in its when it
Releases some chemicals.
when
in
it
its
feels
body.
something, its the nanostructure will change on its surface, and that's what will give rise to so it is just a physical change, and based on the nanostructure you see a different color. Okay, so that's what it is about. So in my samples also, what we have is different structure of gallium on PDMS, and that's how we get different colors. Okay, so this is one thing. Now, because PDMS is an elastomer, I told, right? So if you stretch it, then what will happen is the nanostructure will change.
It is all great, amazing, like whatever you told was like fantastic, but I got some amount of it, like 10% maybe, because it is like very complex for me at this point. But yeah, like it sounds cool, and I got to understand like there is some there's a material that that basically changes its properties, like changes its colors when put under certain conditions. So can you explain about it, like how what that material is? I think we have got some crazy.
Yeah. So it changes its color from violet to yellow.
Interesting.
So this is what about it, and this can be used in later. We'll see applications, like we're working on some applications on physiotherapy mat and all. Yeah. So yeah. So there were quite a number of challenges while making this work in terms of characterization. Here I'm just showing like this, but we have to quantify exactly what is the color going on, how the changes are happening, why the changes are happening, and what is the physics of the color change. So like
all the theoretical stuff and
the
explaining all the.
Yeah, so there is something called plasmon hybridization, and a lot of interesting cool physics are going on, and that is the reason of this color change. Yeah.
So can you tell a bit about application? Then we will talk about something related to education. He have a great interest in education and do some great work around that. And we will possibly explore the possibilities of AI in education. And yeah, so
Yeah.
please. Can you tell about like little application of this, like
Yeah,
where it is
so there are quite a number of applications. One of the application is if you want to make a body part monitor. Let's say for example, a physiotherapy mat. You
Physiotherapy mat.
so physiotherapy, it is a kind of a mat where you make the patient, or let's say an athlete, work on it, and you try to gauge what is the foot biomechanics of that person, and based on that you can make, for example, let's say an athlete, you can make customized shoes for that, or if the patient is if it is a patient who needs to undergo some physiotherapy, so based on color change of the material you can give individual treatment to that person.
Okay.
So
interesting.
yeah, so these are quite of the few applications we are thinking of and working on right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
So basically, it will be identifying the patients.
Yeah, so if the patient work on the mat which is equipped with these samples,
Okay.
you will get a color change based on what is the force.
Okay.
What is the force on
and
that particular
which area he is having which. Okay, interesting.
So you get basically a map of how the weight distribution is under the person's feet.
Exactly. Then it is identified. Actually, I'm getting a point here where the AI can be integrated here. Basically, you are saying that it will be mapping all the points where.
Yeah. So basically, the force points it can map. So you'll get to know what is the weight distribution of that person under the.
Yes. So the mapping will then classify it.
Yeah. Then you can do a lot of things with that image. So like the purpose of these samples that ends there.
To create the
after
map.
that, after that map, once you get, you can use AI or you can other image processing techniques to get some relevant information about that.
Then provide the customer, the
Yeah,
patient.
and then the doctors can get insight about. The doctors can get insight about what is the exact process of the treatment, or
and how he can help the patient for his daily life, like basically based on those patterns that is mapped on that. Yeah, so a complete packaged product can be built. Like which can be customer direct to customer. Like this will be a thing that will identify the maps, and it will give some software that is on their device. Basically, they can interact based on their maps and patterns.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, that's definitely a great time, like where we can each person can check their reports.
Yeah.
So we can move ahead with the problem with the education and all. Like the problem is in India is we have many students and many schools which don't have, in the current days, which don't have expert faculties. Means there are vast syllabus, and the syllabus is rapidly changing. Like the technology is completely changing and all, but still like the teachers, the tutors are not sufficient to provide guidance to each specific student and as per their requirement, to understand each person's level, identify where the weak areas all, and to cater each student is very difficult in today's world. And there is a big problem. I feel that it needs to be changed or needs to be solved. What are your opinions on that? Like the education on thing of India and how we can improve, and what are your?
Yeah, so this is true because like I have been in teaching partly because of PMRF, because PMRF requires us to like go for teaching. But apart from that, I have been involved in like quite a number of teaching activities, which includes like going to some nearby colleges and give some guest lectures. And but the most interesting part about like amongst all the teaching experiences, what I like the most is something to do with there is a group in IISC. It is called Science for Rural India. And I've been a part of that, and as a like member of that group, what we do is we go to a nearby school which is in a rural area within and around of like 60 to 70 kilometers of IISC.
Because it is not even possible for you to visit all the places, and because that's actually the real problem where individual is not having the sufficient time to cater all the students, because their demand is very high, but expertise is very limited.
Yeah, that is true. So what we do as a part of that is we go there and we demonstrate some science experiments. So look, this is what we have. Let's say, for example, force on an electromagnetic current carrying wire. So we make a model, take a battery and a piece of copper wire and make it move under magnetic field. And when the children will see that,
Yeah,
oh,
they will
science
get
is really
curious.
happening, they will get the curiosity.
Motivation and all. Like,
Yeah. So we do hands-on experiments in front of them so as to like make them curious. And as a part of the regular curriculum, like most of them, they don't have regular labs. And even if the lab is there,
They're not functional, and
most of them are not functional. And the way we try to make our sessions more engaging and interactive. So if like because I learned from you that you want to build an AI tool for that, so a better thing would be to like make some platform through which there can be an interaction, and there should be ways in which the students should see the things happening in front of them.
Interesting.
And that will motivate. So one of the objectives of the way I teach is that I should use those material which is available to the students at hand, and using those
so
materials,
that they can on their
yeah,
level.
so that they can do the experiment, they can go back home and they can take the materials themselves, and then they will
hands-on
yeah,
practice and all experiments.
yeah, true. So basically they should go and they should play around with the stuff that is around them, and that's how actually new things are built. That's how the innovation happens.
But they need to experience that process from their own. Just by seeing some videos, I assume that will be a passive learning.
Yeah, true.
But they have to engage on that and be active participant on by asking questions maybe, or doing some experiment, or getting engaged in some sense.
Yeah,
That makes them more kind of learn things, and that stays them with the long time.
that is what is the most crucial part, and there has to be a human connection, right? So I have taught online as well, online in NPTEL, as well as offline by going to different places. And what I felt the most rewarding experience was when you go to the students and you do a one-on-one interaction. And they learn something from you, you also learn something from them. Like I have learned whatever the Kannada because I tried to talk with them.
And, students.
And yeah, so that's how where AI can come into play is that AI can make teachers better. So you
more
can
efficient.
You can have a training program for the teachers, because not all the teachers are
exactly.
I mean, they
can adapt just by using the software. They have to explain like how this is beneficial, how they can implement in their teaching methods.
Yeah, so there can be an AI tool which will train the teachers, and that teachers can go on for a better and engaging classes.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, so this is where AI can come into picture, because like if you give the children the AI directly, so I mean
they might not be able to use it properly, or for exactly they don't know like how to use it for their betterment.
Yeah, so it will be like leaving the children for
with the gold mine, but they don't exactly know how to utilize that.
True. I mean, and I think, there can be some smarter ways in which that can also be improved, but in my opinion there has to be a human connection between the teacher and student. And teachers, because they have undergone already quite a bit of training themselves in terms of education and human interaction, they can now use the AI as a tool.
Very, very interesting, very insightful. This is complete opening another dimension, think we are not building for students, we are actually building for teachers.
I mean, that can be a particular
make them
aspect
more efficient, and then they can directly tell student how to use these all technologies and all.
Yeah, so it is like we get inspired by humans, not by AI tools. Right, so if a student will look up to the teacher as, like we say in our culture is also that we say Guru. So that thing has to be there in a teacher, that he should be able to inspire the students to do great things. And that will come when the teachers are better.
And up to date tech means know all the tech advancement and all.
Yeah, true. And teacher has to be really hardworking, and so that, and he should be motivated to learn new tools and
adapt all the things. Because I think there is some mindset that keeps them away from these technologies, that AI gonna replace teachers and be a tutor itself. So that is why that they try to prevent themselves, because of these AI tools. Don't.
Okay, they try to not to use avoid
the AI tools, like ChatGPT and all things. But they can't just force the student because they have the internet access and all. But still, like students are using it. But again, I think the teacher should move hand to hand with
Yeah,
those
so
AI
there,
technologies.
and there has to be a hands-on training. You cannot tell a ChatGPT to make this project for me. It can solve a assignment, but
The complete workflow, thinking about the problem statement, coming out the solution.
yeah, you do a calculation that, and it will really work. So at the end,
And
what you need is
how we are expecting it should work like that.
So whenever you do a physics calculation, you are expecting that thing to work in real life as well, right? And you should have an understanding of why it is working. So that thing needs
Like
to
what
come
are the
from
parameters, how to or adapt, change and all, what leads to other experiments. So in that process, we are not just building the solution, we are also getting the idea of like, if we want certain outcome, what are the changes that we have to make. But if it is completely done by AI, you don't know like how it's going to affect the outcome.
Yeah, that is true.
But if your involvement is there, so you know how what will the outcome, and you can optimize all the cost related to that. That is interesting that we have to be in the part like as a basically it has to be like a AI to human collaboration kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Not just AI.
Yeah, that is very important. That AI has to, you have to know how to better use the tool.
That is very important. So that will make us more efficient and productive.
Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, so that's what like you do like as you point out, like we are working on this platform where this acts as a teaching assistant for teach instructors. So where instructor can upload their PDF, PPTs, documents and all, and it will create a kind of, we can say, a course. It will not be exactly a course, but it will be embeddings, vector embeddings, like what LLMs, these large language models like ChatGPT and all understands. So it will understand all those resource materials, and based on that it will try to help students on their coursework. And it will be very restrictive, because if the student is using ChatGPT, it can go out of his syllabus and it can distract and make the concept more complex. But it will be answering related to that particular course material. And it will give students mind maps, flashcards. It will ask active questions to students and try to understand it's the learning level of student, like what is the level of the student, because the perspective of each student differs. Like if the same question is asked by a 6th grade student, will be different from a different perspective than the person is from the 12th standard. So it will have to understand what's the level or what's the thinking or what's the perspective behind asking the question. So it will try to understand that, and based on that it will try to answer the subsequent questions.
That sounds like a very nice idea, and yeah, all the best. Like I hope, let me know when you build the platform.
Sure. Like it is currently live, but we have rolled out some features because it is very hard to maintain and sustain the platform. So the features like mind maps, chat integration, creating course are already there. So if you would like, you can go vidyarang.online.
Okay.
So you can check out whenever you are free. So basically we are planning to make some integration of analysis as well, that will generate reports and all, like how the student is interacting with the platform and all, that will be fed to instructor back. So to analyze what is the overall idea of the classroom, where the most questions are, which questions most of the students are asking. And this is like all powered by AI, LLMs and all the research that we are doing at AIGurukul. So this AIGurukul is a community where we do all works related to AI and all. So it is an open source NGO organization that is run by our mentors. So it was led by Anupam Purwar. Yeah. So you can check out this platform.
Yeah, sure.
AIGurukul as well. We are open for mentors like you. You can join as mentor. And yeah, so there are problem statements around AI, around diverse problem statements around AI, how it can be solved. And we have great students who are very great on application side, like full stack, front end, back end, and data scientists who can help, who can solve the problem statement and come with the software to build it. Yeah. So definitely. So your work was great. So we did the session was great.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Sure. Hoping we will meet again and continue the sessions. Thank you guys for watching this session. Yeah, thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Maybe it will be possible to give a bit tour around the.
Yeah,
lab?
sure. Please come along with me.
Yeah, actually, I'm seeing this is very interesting. This.
Yeah. I'll just bring it here.
Yeah. Or let it be there. Like, let's not disturb it. Can you explain about it? Like, what this is?
Yeah, this is basically a model of Chandrayaan landing on Shiv Shakti point. So it is basically a gift from ISRO.
Okay.
It is a gift from an ISRO scientist. So
Nice.
yeah, this is the model of the Chandrayaan
This is
landing on.
written Chandrayaan 3 lander and rover on lunar soil.
Yeah,
Okay, interesting.
and it's the gift actually from an ISRO professional.
That's definitely a great
Yeah.
thing.
That we call. So our lab has 3 compartments. This side is where we make. So this is called a thermal evaporator. Okay, this is what I was saying, right? So you boil that gallium and it comes to and the vapors come and deposit on the substrate. So this is that equipment. It is called a thermal evaporator. This is a plasma cleaner. So we put the sample here and there will be plasma hitting onto the surface of a substrate. So this is the chamber for that. So these are different type of printers. Okay, and we work on different inks, like different functional ink. So what the spin coater does is like you take a sample. you
Kind of a
drop-
centrifuge.
Yeah, it is kind of a centrifuge only. So you take a sample and for example, I'll just so let's say this is a sample. You drop some liquid on it and you start rotating it very fast, so that
It's
you get
spread
a thin
out.
film of that liquid. Yeah. This hoods are called fume hoods. Okay. So we do some chemical treatments here, and this is connected to again that hood, so that the harmful chemical doesn't come into the lab.
Interesting.
And there are the safety equipments here. Yeah, that's all about it.
Yeah, this is a great, amazing.
Yeah. Here what we have, this equipment is a stretching equipment where we stretch our sample. Okay, this is a microscope. This is just an inspection microscope.
Okay.
Okay, this is a 3D printer
Okay.
where we can make 3D
Models and
models like all these are 3D printed stuff. Okay, made in this. And yeah, so here what we have, this is an optical table where there are some complex lenses. This is an arrangement of lens, and we are working on something called metal lens.
Metal lens.
is something. So we have the bulky glass lens, right? Metal lens is something where the glass lens can be replaced with a very small chip, which is which can be of the size of your fingertip. It will not be seen here, but one of the component is that, and we are actually characterizing that. And if this research is successful, it is like imagining a DSLR camera on your fingertip.
that's great.
Yeah, so that's where the technology is going. This equipment is a super K laser. So it is a class 4 laser which is very high power, and you can get different wavelengths.
Different weapons.
Different wavelengths.
Okay, wavelengths.
Different wavelengths of light. Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah. This is another equipment where we do. This is something called a UV based characterization setup. This is the source of UV and visible light, and these are this square box thing that you see. These are the spectrometers, and so that has a grating inside it, and we put the sample here, and yeah, that's about it.
It's look like a great work going here.
Yeah, you can come over this side, and this is where we have some of the based on laser and all.
Okay.
Okay, and maybe you can see some micro stages and some circuits inside that. So they are building a machine to get some automatic printing done. Some
Automatic.
printing on micro scale.
Okay.
So basically, it is a 3D printing, but on a scale which is like micro. to
Very
nano.
small.
Ah.
Like oh.
So that's what about it. And this is another microscope for inspection of the material that is.
So the readings of this will be displayed there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here. Yeah, that's all.
So like this looks so cool. Like
Yeah. So this is again from a different project, and this is a printing setup basically. Some stage. This is some stage. Okay. And the
so
very.
this is the specs that you wear to see inside it.
No. This spec is the laser safety spec.
Okay.
Because this is a optics lab, right? And you have high power laser, and even the scattered laser light can also cause severe damage and injury. So we need to take a lot of precautions, and safety goals is an essential part of that.
Yeah. So thanks for giving a tour of the lab. This was a a kind of a pleasurable moment to be here. Honored, I'm honored to be here and visit all these equipments. Yeah, so thank you, sir, for all this, and you're doing such a kind of great work.
Thank you
And
so much.
yeah, and we are like we are proud of like all these all things, and yeah, that's amazing.